Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Last Caretaker and my favorite patch so far. In most of it, 80%, let's say. Okay, so they add a lot of good things in this patch, but there's a lot of details that you guys need to know. I actually felt the need to make this video because, number one, you're not the only one who gets disconnections on your ship, a lot of them. That is one of the most problematic things that you actually experience in the new patch. I tried a few things. Looks like the proximity is actually a little bit worse than it was before. For example, look, see this? There is a lot more where that came from. So if you check, for example, here, look here, I had a disconnection. Usually, like, look, the closer the proximity of your lanes are to each other, the more it gets disconnected. It was not like this in the last patch. Like this lane that I made, like all over this bottom section, this did not even disconnect. Like, but after the patch, it disconnects a lot. You're not the only one. There's a proximity problem. Look, like this one as well. And it's because you can actually connect this via here, but apparently like the hitbox of these items are actually there, but we can't see them. So what they can solve or do about this is that they should actually make a box, like a filter box around the items that you're making, so you can actually see the proximity of it, not just a red light or green light that shows you where they are, because, well, if they can't solve it like internally in the game, at least they can provide the tools so the players don't have to. But that's one of the most common things that have been happening. Another common thing that you need to know about the game, I said it yesterday too, before doing the quest for this place, make a save file. This quest is kind of bugged, and well, you might not get the quest done, so keep that in mind while doing it. Make a save file here. If you're doing the Seats of Care quest for the golden baby, also make another save file there, so you can actually have two options in the future for having the golden baby and not having the golden baby in the future, or just keep it until they release more patches. And it was one of my favorite things in the game that they actually let us know that finally what the space is for. And because of that, we now have some place called the Council of Humanity. Let's go to the council. Alright, now we're gonna talk about everything you need to know about the Council of Humanity. The Council of Humanity is finally the place that we send babies. The babies are sitting here behind these, and they are helping us as committee members for the provided committees that the game actually gives you. So every baby that you're putting here is going up now and doing some kind of job, and every baby that you're sending has a value. These values are no usage right now. They might, like what I think it is that the higher the value, the more production maybe, the more, let's say, efficiency that the committee will have, and so on and so forth. But these are just theories that I have about, like, the value system. Also, there's a tier system. The tier actually gives you, let's say, quick assumption about how hard it is to actually provide the babies for these councils, because, for example, the Field Research Society, Existential Chancellor, Station Roamer, Doctor, these are, some of them are like tier 3 babies, some of them are tier 2, and the lower you go for example, Deck Operator, most of these fellows are just tier 1. Yeah, Nutrition Handler is like tier 2, Basic Supplier is 1, Maintenance Engineer is 2, Door Jammer is 1, like, it can be 0 too, like. But yeah, they have value. We don't know what the value is for, but this is it. There's a common bug here. You might have got the quest for Seats of Care, and you come here after you send the rocket and you look at the committee and you see, oh, where are my babies? I sent all of these. Where are they? It takes 48 hours for the babies to get to space and mature so they can actually join the committee. So you have to wait 48 in real time hours, literally, for them to mature. So don't push yourself. It's not a bug. Also, it will give you a quest after here. It's called True Choices. You will find the golden standard and you will do some things with it. Don't worry about the quest. if you send the baby to the space, you can retake the quest again here for 2 choices. That gives you the recycle the golden standard. So in the future, if you get another golden standard for another golden child or star baby, you can just go and recycle it and complete both of the quests if you're an achievement or a completionist. And by the way, for example, look, what I said about the 48 hours. In the last video, I recorded it like 2 days ago. It hasn't been like fully 48 hours yet. So, look, I have sent most of the committee members out there, but they have not arrived there. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for them to actually get there. So, basic supply, station roamer, and, yeah, Star Child 5, value 11. He is very strong, and he's still not there. He's still not sitting there. But anyways, and also, the babies have dates of birth, so you can actually look at that, like, as the years go on, they will just mature and so on. And this is actually where you go to the committee. If you haven't found it, it's in the Lazarus. You just, that's the entry door, you come here, you go left, you come left again, and here you are. Next thing that I want to talk about is the items that they have provided. I watched one video about someone talking about, like, not gonna mention the name, or that's unnecessary, but there was some nonce that people think that, okay, so they're giving us things that will allow us for automation. Okay, let me tell you this, spoiler alert, there is no automation in this game. You know why? Because in this game there is one mechanic that you have to keep always in your mind. This is the map. Do you see this grid system? So if you go beyond this grid, this area completely, I mean completely shuts off and disappears from the map, because this game is produced in clusters. You go from this cluster to this cluster. Disappears. Disappears. This disappears. So disappears. This will disappear. So if you even automate anything in here, it will not work when you are not there. Unless there's a multiplayer level to the game. This is what the game is right now doing. So there is no automation in game. Unless you make the things that you are trying to on the ship, yes, there you can automate it, but, well, there's a limited amount of power that you can literally provide from everything that is on your ship. So, yeah, be careful about that. And about the things that they have provided, we have multiple options. We got the humidifier, let's say, and we got this thing, like, let me just show that one. That is for mooring. So, let's say you go somewhere and it doesn't have a mooring option like this. You can just make this thing and connect your ship. It will just bring your ship there. They work. They 100% work. You can't make it on some surfaces. I tried pulling mobs with it. I tried everything. But when you send babies to space from Exodus Station, you can actually pull the reward pod, by the way. Yeah, or you can push it with your ship and you can bring it to the Lazarus. I tried it in the video about the golden baby. You can see how it works. But about the dehumidifier, this thing actually uses about 4 kilowatts of power in order to, so for example, do you see like this line here? When you make it online, this thing, blue line, goes up here, and every filled up dehumidifier that is like almost on top of here, let me actually show you like this. If this thing just keeps going and going and going and going, see, it's filling up. Every one of this is 25 liters. See, like if it fills up and you then actually like connect it to this tank, every time this fills up, it gives you 25 liters. So, where you can use this? Nowhere, actually. You literally don't need this. You don't need this anywhere in the game. Yeah, maybe you don't want to make the pipe. You don't want to actually, like, purify the water that you're getting. Because, well, maybe you have problems with production of salt water. And you don't want to do salt water into pure water. Why? Just make it. It's easy. Like, you don't need this. Maybe you want to make a floating garden on top of Lazarus. Then, yeah. And maybe later we will get some usages for it. But I don't know. For now, I think like this is not even a good thing to have in the game. To be honest, it's an option. It's an option. But anything that uses power and needs cables, and you need a lot of it, I don't want it. Because I can completely feed whatever water I need for the reactor, for anything that's on the ship, with just my right now thing. And it's overpowered, so I can even like feed Lazarus with my setup here, or any other station that I go to. Like, that's a puny amount of water for the option that it provides, so I don't want it. Then there's the cultivation, or the Elysium bed atoms. We had Elysium beds, the one and only. That was here. This one and that one, the only difference is that this is slower, that's faster. That's it. That's everything you need to know about it. This thing, because it consumes 2 types of resources, it actually allows you to, let's say, cultivate your seeds much faster. But, well, cultivation has its own problems, because every time you reload the game, your seeds... Oh my god, this one has completely disappeared because yeah, it probably rotted away. Yeah, but if you have any seeds that are not working or are inside any kind of chamber, like Elysium bed, every time you reload, the seed will actually become a seed again. How you fix it? Drop a single one, and ta-da! It will get fixed. This is how you fix it. Every problem that they provide, I provide solutions for it, so stay tuned. That's why you subscribe to this channel. And the next ones are actually the carbon dioxide and the carbon fiber plus carbon dioxide. Like, this is a bigger reactor and tank, but, well, the smaller one is the best one. The reason why I'm not using this that much right now, I just put one for the testing, and this is how it works. You can just connect the carbon dioxide to it, it will go inside. If it has enough carbon dioxide inside of it, it will start producing carbon fiber from it, and it will go poof there. And, well, if you look at the power consumption, it is 60 kilowatts. So, we say no to it. I don't want to remove it. The only reason it is there is just because I want it to be there. It has 0 usages. Like, literally 0 usages. I will not be using it. But this thing, fantastic. I love it. Please, more things like this. Even though, like, by the way, the shape is not weird. Because, well, it makes sense that it's like an exhaust, it's gas. So, how the shape is actually, like, it made sense to me as well. Because, look, we are actually storing gas in a thing. The gas is gas. So, it's carbon dioxide, it goes up. So, having it, like, getting out of the top actually made sense to me. Some people didn't like the design of this thing. They were like, why is it not going from there? Like, yeah, because it has to be like this. Like, it adds more realism. I'm a sucker for realism, okay? Like, that's why I don't like these. Because, you see this tank? Tanks don't work like this. If you put a tank like this, you only should be able to, like, get fuel from it from the bottom. And you know what's worse? I'm gonna recommend something very bad for the game right now. Because tanks need pumps on them. So, I think they should add an oxygen pump or a mechanical pump or a... Okay, I'm scared of saying this, but a power socket for the tanks. Because literally, like, these cannot have the fuel going up and down and out and inside from them unless the ship has a sucking system on it. So maybe the ship has a sucking system in it and actually pouring system, but well, that's it. This is a lovely thing. Put at least one inside your ship. It actually will help you a lot during your missions for Exodus and your methane production. Because of that, I added another methane tank to my ship, just because I can now use the Sabatier reactor. I don't need it much, like, because I don't have any use for nutrition. I'm not using the Sabatier reactor anymore, but well, you can actually, like, have enough carbon dioxide for 4 full rockets. And there's another reason why I have these 2. I believe they will, the chopper or helicopter will use a different type of fuel. So that's why I'm storing different types of fuel on my ship, just in case. Because ship is diesel, jet ski was petrol. I think the helicopter will be methane. Pro tip, or, well, maybe it is not like that, but I think it is. And the next one is the babies, or the companions that they gave us. They gave us sweethearts. I can't have sweethearts. You know why? Because I have completed everything that's on the game. I don't have enemies anymore. I can't get carcasses. Yeah, literally what you do for that is by this. You find a sweetheart, you kill it, it drops a carcass, you scan it, you get your sweetheart. But I can't do the quest. I only have completed 8. Yeah, I only had 8 sweetheart carcasses in my world. Total. I went everywhere. I don't have them. And this is a problem that I have. And by the way, even if you make them, they don't work. They're supposed to be working like grenades, but they don't, like... So there's no point right now, so I'm happy that they don't work. You don't get to have sweethearts if I don't get to have sweethearts. Very selfish, very honest man I am. But, well, it is the thing that has. And then we have Mr. Felix' son. Felix is actually the cutest thing ever. But, okay, let me tell you one special thing about Felix. Because Felix, I'm calling it Felix for some reason. I never even had a cat or anything called Felix. Okay. So, Mr. Felix, add missing parts, so I can actually have you. Okay, so Felix is your personal self-defense system, which cannot even defend itself. That is what you need to know about Felix. It shoots a lot, it has very good firepower, it literally destroys eels, and it can actually fight other things too, but it has a big problem. It is too heavy, and if it drops inside the water, well, good luck taking him out. Even, it's worse than the pods. Like, pods are easy. You can just throw them on the ship from inside the water. For Felix, you can't. And when you put him on the ship, like, this is at least my experience, this little cute fella actually disconnects every single thing that is on your ship. You can throw him like this far, but, well, if he goes in the water, that's GG. That is just GG. Like, good luck taking him out. Because of this, if he gets close to the surface, yeah, he does this. When you want to get him up, he doesn't do that. And when you're getting him off of the ship, like, literally, like, you can't. And there's one more thing about him. So Felix uses quantum crystals, the green material that I told you where to get them from in the other video. And you basically need to go to the mountains and actually shoot down quantum crystals from top of the mountains if you want to get the Felix. Or send babies to space and maybe randomly get quantum crystals. But the bad side is if you scrap Felix, if he dropped in the water and you can't get him up, if you scrap him, you don't get your quantum crystals back. That's why I saved before making him, because if I scrap him right now, he will not give my quantum crystals back, which sucks. And yeah, that's the thing. But well, if you want to have yourself a friendly companion, I put him inside here. He disconnected everything after I loaded and saved and reloaded, so I don't recommend using him. He's cute. Trap him maybe inside a room or something in Lazarus and let him live there forever, but he also opens doors when you save and reload the location, so he will eventually get out and get lost. But you can find him from the very nasty movement that he has. Yeah, he can get stuck inside the walls too, so he will just go 24/7. Fellas, we're friends, right? We're still friends if I shoot you, right? Good, good. And you can repair him, by the way, but he is hard to repair. Well, just make one, see how it is, and that's done. But the most important thing, I talked about these, and the final thing, I talked about these in the previous video, like from yesterday too. These things, I don't like them, because they use too much power. They use about 8 kilowatts each, with only one, if you have noticed, like the thing that can happen is when you're driving, Because of the waves, your ship actually goes between like 42 and 50 kilometers per hour on the waves. Even if you have only a single one of those, your ship's speed actually stabilizes more often. It gets 43, 44, 45, 43. So it actually allows you to stay on a more stable speed. Having 4 completely stops your ship from rocking, so you have no movement. You cannot notice it here near Lazarus, but if you really want to experience it, either... like, the further you go from Lazarus, because it gets more dangerous, the sea actually gets more fluctuating. You can really see the effect around here, if you go around here, and if you go around here. So, if you installed them near Lazarus and you saw no change in your ship, it's because Lazarus is a safe place. This is like literally a starter zone. So, you don't get to see the effect. But 1 is the only thing you need, 4 is the maximum value that you can get out of it. I tested it a little bit, and that was the value that I got out of it. And yeah, that's it in general. But I don't use them. I only put them here just to show you guys. Like, I will remove them because I'm not planning on using them ever. Because, well, it takes the realism out of the game. Yeah, I like having my ship go back and forth, man. Like, it's the good thing. Yeah, it's not real. I don't get seasick from it. So I like actually going like up and down and up and down and, well, and that's what I think at least. I enjoy sea traveling in this game, so I don't want anything to affect it negatively. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is everything I knew and everything I think about the new patch. I love the new patch. I enjoyed this patch more than any other so far, and also, well, they gave us huge and massive FPS upgrades, so I am grateful and thankful for the Last Keeper community and the developers who are actually working hard for this game. I still have my issues, which I will set down in another video later. But yes, that's it for now. Tomorrow's video will probably be about the bugs and the problems and the critique or my problems with this game's state right now and the patch. But this was everything I knew and wanted to tell you about the updates, and that's it. If you know anything more, let me know in the comment section. And if you have tested things, let me know there too. I will give the information back to the community in another video. As always, thanks for the likes, thanks for the hypes, thanks for the comments, memberships, supers, and hypes. And as always, if it's nighttime, I hope you sleep like babies. And if it's daytime, I reversed it. I messed up my own outro again. And if it's nighttime, I hope your Felix doesn't drop from your ship. Like, there we go. Okay. See you in the next video, fellas. See you in the next video.